Yo, what is up, everybody? I'm Michael. I've got the beard. That is Benny. He's got the hat. And together we are the Caged Lions. We're here for episode 10 of the podcast. It does not feel like it's been 10 episodes, but yet it has. Benny, how are you doing today?
First of all, just let me say happy anniversary. 10's a big number for us. I'm just happy to be here with you to celebrate that.
For sure.
Um, I'm doing pretty well. Living the life outside of school, which is
Yes, sir.
great. Just relaxing. Um, yeah, just kind of going
Yeah,
through the motions now. I don't gotta wake up for anything,
yeah.
and it feels weird. I gotta find more stuff that I can like focus on and feel productive.
For
This is
sure.
great. Like I gotta do some research, find out what I want to talk about. Then I gotta like actually like we gotta get on a call and do it, and it's like a
Absolutely.
solid. Makes me feel like I'm actually being productive. So
Hey, we're being
cheers.
productive at some point. I feel like there's some
Yeah,
productivity to be argued.
yeah. I'm on like Twitch and YouTube. I'm doing research, man. It's a
Yeah, man. Whenever,
podcast.
whenever anyone in my life is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're just on social media all day. I'm like, no, I'm doing research for the podcast. Duh.
Exactly. Yeah, for my future.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so today running it down for you guys, we have some NBA talk we're gonna get into real quick. Just some Celtics stuff. Shout out my boy Jason Tatum. We have a lot of gaming and content creation to go through today. Some NFL stuff, a little update on college sports, and some quick MLB stuff that broke about an hour before we started recording. And that will do it today. So without further ado, let's get right into it today. The NBA's top 50
Sir.
players came out, or was it 50 through 11 came out yesterday or last night?
I think they, like, release it
Oh, they're gonna do it like day by
incrementally.
day
So
now.
they're
Yeah,
milking the content. They're
yeah,
milking it.
yeah, for sure. In
I
true
respect it. As
ESPN
fellow
fashion.
content creators, we can appreciate that.
So the Celtics had four players in the top 50, which I don't know if that was like a league high number or something like that, but it definitely opened some eyes. And after we were eighth ranked team, by the way, get put a little bit more respect on our name. So we have
Seriously.
my boy Jason Tatum at number 11, Jalen Brown at number 32, Marcus Smart at number 37, and Kemba Walker at number 48. I want to hear your thoughts on this because personally, I think the Celtics have done a great job cultivating Tatum and Brown to the point where now they're top 30, like top 1% NBA players. So, what do you think
Yeah.
about this?
Personally, I I was surprised to see Smart valued so high. I know we talked about this for a second,
For sure.
right before clicked record, but on to Celtics fans, we know how much Marcus Smart means to us and to our team, but it really surprised me that they put him only 5 spots behind Jalen Brown, which is good. He totally deserves it.
Right.
It just it's great because I guess they're starting to take into account more of the intangibles and the leadership and all the other qualities he brings to the team.
For sure.
Um, Other thing, I think Kemba might be a little low at 48. Like, I do think he's one of the better point guards. He did kind of have a disappointing season. He's kind of played with injuries. So I
Yeah.
think he's going to bounce back. But um, Tatum is 22 years old.
Yeah, man.
I
I
mean,
don't know, man. It speaks for itself. So Tatum is 22 years old and is up there with some of the greats. So I mean, you have the top 10 is basically all MVP candidates,
yeah.
and then Jason Tatum is right there. I would say at least at some points in the season made his case that if he won MVP, I wouldn't be like fucking Giannis was robbed.
Yeah, no,
But
I totally agree. He's so consistent. And it's crazy because he's like averaging like a superstar number of points a game, but he's not scoring like 45. He like his career
for sure,
high was around there.
yeah,
So he's consistently putting up sustainable numbers instead of um James Harden who will put up 50 one night and then like 10 the next. So I
right,
think that's also a great thing to see, just the consistent growth and development of everybody.
yeah, for sure.
And
So
it's awesome.
speaking of James Harden, it came out this morning and last night that he was now looking to explore other teams rather than just the Nets, which apparently he never said. But that's bullshit. We all know that's bullshit.
Yeah,
But
100%.
so he now said he would like to go to the Philadelphia 76ers, which why the fuck would you ever go to that city? Now, shout
I
out to our Philly listeners because we love you just the same. But guys, Philly, really? They're not in a spot to win a championship next year. They cannot put down the Lakers.
I 100% agree.
It
I think it would be interesting to see Harden, who's more of a playmaker than Ben Simmons and more like a shifty. He can space the floor a lot better with Embiid, but
right.
like, so what are they gonna do now? Take us to like 6 games instead of 4? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
the
mean?
Celtics are still gonna beat you 10 times out of 10. Like, although I feel like James Harden kind of is the Celtics' daddy.
Yeah, that's
He
fair.
does like to beat us a lot. I know we
Yeah,
always have a struggle against the Rockets when we play him, but I mean, I would think that as the 76ers, you would want to trade Ben Simmons for James Harden. That would be a good trade for you. You would absolutely fleece the Rockets,
yeah,
and I mean, you definitely have to include a first round pick. It'd be like a John Wall kind of thing.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, hey, if it's time for the Rockets to blow it up, which it is, it 100% is,
definitely.
then this move makes sense because Ben Simmons is still what, 23, 24? He's still
Yeah,
very
he's
very
young.
young. You can build
Not as
around
young as
him.
Jason Tatum.
Nope. Friendly reminder: Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year in his second year.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That was fucked. So, but the Sixers are blowing it up. I think it would be a good trade on both sides. Simmons for Harden, you definitely have to give picks.
Yeah,
Because Ben Simmons' value is not equate James Harden's. But
I
I
think
don't
that's
hate the trade. Oh, sorry.
crazy. I was gonna say I think it's crazy the Rockets lost Russell Westbrook. I kind of thought they were gonna try to run it back because normally that's what they do. Like
Right.
they're so close. They made it really far. They had a pretty deep playoff run. And now they're just blowing it up.
I mean, their
Which
front office is already mostly gone.
yeah,
So
it's
you see a
probably
similar
for
to a
the best.
97 Bulls kind of situation.
Yeah, I am interested to see what John Wall is gonna do. But I was doing some more research into that. I watched this video. I was on TikTok really. I'll admit I was on TikTok,
Here
and
we
this guy
go.
was talking about how he doesn't think maybe it's Instagram. John Wall is going to be anywhere near the same player because he relied so much on his athleticism and explosiveness. And an ACL tear is exactly what that, like, diminishes, is you're not as explosive, you're not as fast, you're not as athletic, and he's not a great shooter, so it's gonna be interesting to see how effective he is in his return, how much he actually recovered, so we'll see.
At the same time, I think that John Wall was such an impact player for the Wizards back when we had Isaiah and stuff like that. Like I remember the impact he had on that series. It was just like fuck, I don't give John Wall the ball, please, if you're a
Yeah,
Boston fan. But
yeah,
I think he has a similar mentality to Russ, where it's gonna you want to win so bad, and you have that X factor. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what happens, just all
yeah,
around the
I
league.
mean,
The free
they
agency is always fun.
yeah, it's I think it's the greatest sport for free agency,
Oh, it has to
but
be.
and what people forget is they took us to 7, like, very
They did.
recently. That was a hard-fought
Was
series.
that? That was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Which
like,
feels like 15, by the way.
yeah,
We're
100%.
19 years old, and it feels like it was 15 years ago because we had Isaiah Thomas. I mean, we've gone through two X Factor guys
Yeah,
in that
since
time.
then,
Isaiah, and then Kyrie, and then I mean
and
Gordon's
now
not really
Kemba.
an X Factor, but now we're on Kemba.
Yeah,
So, but
I mean, we'll see.
the NBA is fun. I mean,
Yeah,
in terms of competitiveness right now, but it's a fun sport to catch a free agency.
definitely.
So let's kick it to a little bit of gaming real quick. I saw an article from, I believe it was PC Gamer, that YouTube has hit 100 billion hours in its gaming category alone. A
That's
hundred
insane.
billion hours.
I don't think a lot of people understand the significance of a billion. Like, they're like, "Oh, like, a million's a lot and a billion's more than that," but, like,
1,000 million.
yeah, the difference between a million and a billion is astronomical. It's like in 100 billion hours. That is so crazy. That is so
It's an
crazy.
absolutely phenomenal. Uh, stat point to see if you are a content creator, especially starting out. Like, you know that more and more people are starting to get a grasp on it and are starting to watch it more and more. I know that when I go to bed, I don't put SportsCenter or SVP on because I usually go to bed after that.
Yeah.
But but I put on a Twitch stream. I put on Fresh, or I put on Snipe Down playing Apex, or I put on a VOD of Seagull, or I put on YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That is becoming the new norm, like gaming. And
Facts.
so I believe it was Dream is a 1 year YouTuber with 14 million subscribers.
That is insane.
110 videos, 14 million subscribers. That just goes to show how much growth you can you can have on YouTube and on Twitch. I've seen content creators explode on Twitch, but this kind of leads us into our big discussion of the day. Do you think Twitch or YouTube has a higher ceiling? Because, there's obviously a snowball potential for both. We
Yeah.
always say it, content creation catalyzes into itself. Um, but which do you think has the higher ceiling? Where do you think you can make more of an impact, Twitch or YouTube?
I for the time being am gonna say YouTube because of Twitch for right now is still pretty niche. It's
I
like
agree.
people who are super interested in not just casual video game players, but people who take the next step. Not necessarily hardcore, but people who are still pretty invested in video games.
I
But
agree.
YouTube is literally anybody. And you see basically every single major Twitch streamer has a YouTube channel, but if you're a major YouTuber, you don't need to have a Twitch channel.
Right. And I think
And yeah,
Google has made it super super easy for you to start live streaming if you're a YouTuber. Because YouTube has now shown with their signings of Courage and Valkyrie that Courage has said it before. Even if his contract at YouTube expires, he doesn't know if he wants to go to Twitch because his audience has grown exponentially on YouTube. And
yeah,
Valkyrie regularly hits over 100,000 viewers on YouTube. So it kind of makes you wonder. And I think she would have somewhere in the range of 10-15K on Twitch. And again,
yeah,
these are all relative numbers because filling up the fucking TD Garden with people watching you play Fortnite or Among Us is a number I couldn't even fathom. Because when you put it into perspective, being that large of a content creator is just crazy.
no, it's insane. It's. I remember one time. I think it was Maggie Equippy. Had finished streaming and rated me with like I think it was like 50 viewers, and
Damn.
most of them left almost immediately. But then
Right.
I like maintained like 20 viewers for the rest of the stream, and that was like one of the best moments like ever.
Oh,
Like
for
the
sure.
feeling you get having random people come in, like drop follows, and then start talking to you, and are like interested in you, and being able to like share that moment with people. It's like that's why I love streaming. Just the interaction and
For
meeting
sure.
people, making friends. It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
And the entire thing again and again catalyzes into itself. You feed off of the energy, and
Yeah.
that's why you see streamers when they have like a really good week, they'll stream a lot more the next week because or they'll stay on for an extra 2 hours because they don't want to kill the energy. They don't want to stop the momentum. Like
Exactly.
Glad would have 48-hour streams just because he was on a 15,000 sub train. So
Yeah.
it is absolutely amazing to see these numbers, but I think in terms of a higher ceiling, I'm gonna agree with you and say that YouTube takes this one because yeah, I think I agree with you. Pretty much every major Twitch streamer has a YouTube channel, but not every YouTuber has a Twitch channel, and so YouTube, Twitch live streaming and making videos is two different things because with streaming you don't know what kind of content you're going to be able to put out. It's going to vary day by day. The game you want to isn't always going to be relevant, but for YouTube you can kind of hop around and do your own thing. um,
Hmm.
and you're going to be able to find an audience wherever you are because YouTube is completely mainstream now. My
Yeah.
70 plus year old uncle knows about YouTube and watches YouTube regularly. And it might be like golf videos, but he watches it, someone's getting views and CPM money off of that. So it it's a crazy wide industry right now. And so I read deeper into this article about YouTube gaming's 100 billion hours watched. A lot of it, surprisingly, was mobile gaming.
Really?
People watching streams and videos of mobile gaming. I believe
Wow.
I believe over 75 billion views, not minutes or hours watched, views came from mobile gaming.
That's insane.
I haven't played a
That's
mobile game in like a
wild.
year and a half.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like play games on my phone.
Bro, I've been getting back into Candy Crush,
Oh
man.
no.
Dude, when I wake up, it's like 30 minutes because I won't lose. I like go on a streak and there's like bonuses for going on streaks, like you get power ups and stuff. So, dude, I'm just like for like a half an hour, like getting out of bed. My dad will walk in and be like, "What are you doing? You seem wide awake." I'm like, "I've been playing Candy Crush sitting in here in the dark for like an hour and a half." He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with
I mean,
you?"
I guess I do the same thing. When I wake up, I just put like the TV on, watch ESPN for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a similar thing, feeding the addiction.
Yeah.
But it
I never
really
would have
is.
guessed that stat.
Me neither. I was floored when I saw it because, like I said, I don't play mobile games anymore. And aside from your Candy Crush addiction, you got nothing going on in that department either. So
Yeah.
it, but mobile games never struck me as something to watch. Like I would never be like, all right, let's see what my favorite Clash of Clans creator is doing today.
Yeah,
I just
I was kinda the opposite. I watched a little bit of Clash of Clans for a
when I
little
was younger, I
while.
always would, but
Yeah, and then Madden Mobile, shout out, Papa Meegs, MMG. I still watch him to this day. He does, like, Madden 21 stuff, not mobile anymore, but that's how he started out, and now he's blown he's, like, 2,000,000 now.
damn,
Um, yeah, so it's crazy, but I still never would have guessed. I wonder how much that was Raid Shadow Legends, because the amount of money they spend on marketing, they have to have an insane player
dude,
base. You know
there's
what I
no
mean?
way.
Really?
I cannot see anyone except meme lords.
Dude, my brother played Raid Shadow Legends. I'm serious. He's like, "Dude, like, you're gonna hate me, but, like, I just downloaded a new game." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "It's actually kinda fun, man." I'm like, "What is it, Raid Shadow Legends?" She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Oh no. All right, bud.
Yeah,
Looks like you're sleeping outside tonight. See you tomorrow.
seriously.
So another mobile gaming thing that's gonna be great is Microsoft Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to iOS devices in spring 2021. So
Woo!
maybe I will end up mobile gaming because Microsoft making moves. So everything I think in the Game Pass library, like all your games and stuff, you're gonna be able to play on mobile. Which Nvidia has a similar thing. It's called GeForce Now. You play it. I was able to play Destiny 2 on my MacBook in high school,
Oh
at
my
school, and
gosh.
I would get like 350 frames because you're just working off of cloud hardware. The input lag is pretty bad, so like your mouse and keyboard delay. It's kind of a yikes, but I mean, you're still able to play. It was a good time. Um,
How fast does that kill your battery?
I had it plugged into a charger, and it was during a study hall, so I'm not exactly sure, but I imagine it would be like 5 minutes battery time.
Yeah. Dude, MacBook batteries are, like, notoriously bad. Even when I'm just, like, typing a paper, it'll go down, like, 15-20%.
I have a
Kinda ridiculous.
2012 MacBook Pro that I bought refurbished, so the battery wasn't replaced, and the cycle count on it is like 1,000 now. I'm
Oh,
replacing
wow.
it before I go to school
Yeah, that's smart.
because this is so much, and it's like a $30 battery now. That's why I bought a battery or a MacBook from 2012 because you can still upgrade them and mess with them. So like when I
Yeah.
bought it, it had like 4 gigs of RAM and like a 500 gigabyte hard drive, I think. And now I upgraded, and over the summer I put 8 gigs of RAM and a 240
Nice.
SSD in it. So now it
Nice.
moves. It
Yeah,
moves.
that's
And
good.
at some point I'll probably put 16 if I don't just get a new MacBook.
Smart.
But Microsoft is winning. They're taking dubs.
They're killing it right now. Good for
They
them.
they actually are making their consoles like semi-available every now and again. We actually I shouldn't say that. We haven't heard anything about them since like Black Friday.
No, I mean, the fact that you have one on the way says something and, like, you didn't need to bought or whatever, and
No.
I've been trying to get my hands on a PS5 ever since they came out, and I got nothing. So, I mean, even that says something.
Yeah, I think I got lucky in the sense that I was part of this Discord server that pinged the stock. And I was just quick. I was on my phone at the time and I saw it. But
Mhm.
I mean, I think there's over 15,000 people on the server now, so it's not like no one's looking for anything.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I think as long as you're quick enough, I've never taken an L on 100 Thieves drop, and I don't bot, so
Yeah,
just be quick, just do the captures,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
Um, but they're taking dubs, man. Game Pass is the best value on
Game
any
Pass is
gaming.
crazy. Yeah,
You've got
you
it. It
e
it
even with
blows me.
sports games, they're, like, super I think, for the PlayStation one, you can play, like, 2K18, and for the
We got
Xbox one, I'm
all of them 20.
pretty sure you can play, yeah, 20, which,
I
like,
feel like
that's I still play 20.
Madden 21 might be on Game Pass because Microsoft, the NFL partner.
That is so wild. Like, that's crazy. And you have
Yeah.
so many good AAA games. That's the PlayStation, the one it just, like, it has, like, 3 crazy good games that, like, suck you in, you're like, "Oh, I wonder what else they have." Nothing.
No. I mean,
Nothing.
we've got all the Bethesda games now because Microsoft bought
Mhm.
Bethesda. We've got
Yeah.
all the Forza games, which are all fire.
Those
So,
are sick.
and we've got a lot of old games as well. A lot of 360 games. So, I mean, for
For
$5 a month,
nostalgia.
it's for $5 a month, it's the best service you could possibly get.
Oh, 100%.
And then
100p.
the Series X, better hardware than the PS5. Console war is over, but Microsoft's just taking dubs. Might be on the up and
Yeah,
up.
they're killing it right now.
So I want to shift it to a little bit of a. Oh, speaking of Microsoft, I got one thing. So I saw Halo Infinite has a fall 2021 release date.
Mhm.
You and I never really played Halo because you've been on the PlayStation train, and I was a Call of Duty kid.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of friends who are very, very interested in Halo, and for them, this is do or die for the Halo
Yeah.
franchise.
No, seriously. I 100%
Because
agree.
I thought Halo 4 was pretty good when I went back and played it.
Mhm.
Halo 5 I saw a lot of video of, and I thought exactly what a lot of other people did. It bombed. And so if you make 3 lackluster to bad games in a row, it's kind of it for your franchise, especially when
Yeah.
when that's one half of what you made. When the
And they
first
set
3
the
are
bar
so good,
so high.
Halo
How
3
do you
I know
not
is some
follow
people's
that?
genuine favorite game of all
Yeah.
time. What's sad is Bungie made that game.
Yeah.
And now we have Destiny 2, but that's different. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So, a lot of what I wanted to talk about for this gaming section is content creation. And you and I got into it doing this. We've both streamed for a couple of years.
Yes, sir.
Twitch affiliates. I've made loose attempts at doing some YouTube content. I'm very reluctant. I don't know about you, but I'm very reluctant to push content out. Whether that be as simple as tweeting or as complex as recording content for a video. Because I'm scared of public perception. I'm discouraged that I might not have any viewership, or just straight up, I don't have the time to go record 4 hours of gameplay, cut it down to a 12-minute video.
Yeah. It's a lot of time. I think the biggest thing for me was always, um and this is a problem, and the stigma is changing, but for a while it was like that was like like nerd shit. Like if you were gonna make
Yeah,
YouTube videos and
absolutely.
like play video games, like you're kind of weird. And now it's definitely changing, but there's still I think, at least for me, it's like until you make it, until you have like maybe maybe like 1,000 subs. Once you start actually making money, then it's like legit. But until then, it's still kind of something that you don't want that I don't want to like parade around, which is
Right.
sad because I make content that I like and that I genuinely think is like good and that I'm kind of proud of. But I don't know. I don't wanna, like, post the link, like, on my main Instagram, you know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Just, like, shit like that.
Right. And I feel like a part of me as well doesn't want me to have numbers that are all just people I know. I want like
Yeah, that's true.
actual people to go out and find it and not have me shove it down their throats and self promo. Like I will never be like a TTV in any video game
Yeah.
because that's not, or a YT in any video game because it's not how I want people to find my content. I want people to
Mhm.
find my content either by social media or by, or maybe talking to me for a while and being like, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? Your content's pretty good here.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it for me is a lack of time. And that's why, I'm going to use this winter break to hopefully push a lot of content out. But winter break winter break doesn't last forever. And I was extremely busy this semester, adjusting to college, doing my own thing in my personal life. And, I hardly played on my computer the whole semester.
Yeah.
I would maybe play 2 hours of Animal Crossing on my Switch at night, and then I'd go to
Mhm.
bed. So it's not like we have all the time in the world. I mean, now we do. I work 2, 3 nights a week, and the rest is up to
I
me.
work when
But
it snows.
yeah, I mean, that is it for me. A lack of time and a lack of ideas is what prevents me from getting content out.
True.
And
Another big thing for me, oh, sorry, you go.
no, no,
You
no,
go.
you go ahead.
Finish your thought. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Alright. For me, it was a lot of the content creators I was watching said that if you're not proud enough of your content to push it out to people you know, then like it's probably bad content. And I kind of disagree with that. I think there is an aspect there that they're right to a degree, but there's also like that anxiety and that fear of like people thinking you're a weirdo. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
In my PlayStation bio, you can, like, set a bio. I, like, had my Twitch link just in case someone, like, was like, "Oh, this guy's really good at the game," like, and, "Oh, he streams." And when I switched schools, I, like, took it out, and I stopped streaming for a while until, I, like, mentioned I was like, "Oh, yeah, like, I used to stream a little bit." My friend's like, "Oh, like, that's kinda cool," and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Right.
Like, maybe it's not as, like, nerdy or niche as I thought, you know what I mean?
For sure. No, no, no. I completely get that
Yeah.
because when I started making friends and stuff like at UMass, like when we got our housing and like I'd found like a group of people and stuff like that and started talking to people, I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't really like to share, but I stream a little bit. I'm really big into computers and esports and stuff like that. And they're like, no way, that's so cool. Like, what kind of games are you into and stuff like that? And it blew my mind about how far it's come over the last like 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Because when I started to stream, when I got my first computer in freshman year and streamed, I wouldn't tell anyone. I was terrified. I actually had a YouTube channel when I was in like eighth, ninth grade. They're like 100 subs, and I would play Minecraft Hunger Games. I deleted that channel because
Damn.
I was scared one of my friends was gonna find it and put me on ice.
Yeah.
And so nowadays I wouldn't do that. I'd just be like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like I'm securing the bag.
Facts.
But it took a while for people to be able to build that skin, and especially like this is a complete generalization, but gamers are introverted people for the most part. I'm not an extrovert.
I
I'm generally pretty reserved, but
I'm a little more out there, but
yeah, but I mean, I am not afraid to go to anyone and be like, "Yeah, I game a lot, whatever."
yeah.
Like I got a sick ass gaming setup because one, I earned it. I secured the bag for everything I have,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
two, it's fun. It's what I love, and so
Mhm.
that's what I have to say to anyone out there. I may have 100 followers on Twitch. He may have 100 followers on Twitch, but we're gonna tell you to push your content out if you want to do content.
Yeah.
All the people that say it sucks and it's stupid are going nowhere in the next 20 years. They don't. I've been in the gaming industry. I've seen what it can do. It's exploding. And if you didn't see it in Fortnite, see it in Warzone.
Yeah,
See it in
exactly.
Valorant. See it in League of Legends. See
Ugh.
it fucking Overwatch. The game that refuses to die, but
Yep.
is on the way out.
I mean, see it in, like, the professional 2K league and, like, there's,
Right.
like, professional Madden gameplay. Those guys are, like, making salaries, and they're, officially associated with the NBA. Like, it's actually they have a partnership. It's not just some nerd.
Every single NBA 2K League team is backed by a sports team. So Celtics
Yeah.
Gaming backed by the Boston Celtics.
Mhm.
I
Pretty cool.
Right. And if you're a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers, guess what? Your owner, main investor in 100 Thieves. So go buy a jersey.
Yeah. That's
But
crazy.
I do have a hot take on this topic.
Uh-oh. Let's hear it.
If you're a content creator, don't look at Twitch. go straight to YouTube.
No, yeah,
Go straight to YouTube. I I cannot stress that enough. Because people are far more subject to be like, oh, it's a YouTube channel. Like, I know what that is. Twitch, like you said, is still niche. And unless you're crazy good at a game or very entertaining, live streaming is very, very hard.
yeah,
Which is why I don't live stream a lot. I'm not extremely good at any game I play. And I try to be as entertaining as I can, but sometimes it doesn't work. So,
exactly. And discoverability is a huge issue. I
oh,
mean,
Twitch
on
discoverability is out
it's
the ass.
non-existent. Yeah, and YouTube's not great, but if you make a video and someone is looking, if you make a video on a topic and someone's looking for that topic, they will find your video eventually.
Right.
Like it's there. It's not like um Twitch, people are just gonna click on the top creators. The rich get richer, which is sad unless you do something incredibly unique, which, like we said, is hard because lack of time, lack of money, lack of ideas. To do what the top 1% is doing, um, is expensive and it's hard, and you got to invest, and sometimes that doesn't pan out, and it's risky. Um, but also what you said, um, I think an underrated social media is definitely TikTok,
Yeah.
and I might catch some hate for that. But if you've been on TikTok at all, you know that a person can post one video and go viral. One video, they can make an account and then a minute later post a video and get millions of views.
Yeah.
Their algorithm is ridiculous and it's so good. It's crazy. I know
and
you
it,
want to talk a
and I
little bit
feel like
about it.
I feel like that happens fairly often too.
Yeah,
Like I feel like
some
a lot of people like I feel like the discoverability on TikTok is the gold standard.
no, seriously. I mean, um I'll like see a profile and it'll have like not a lot of followers, and if they get a viral video, they'll get some followers from it. Even if you get a million likes, you might get like a couple thousand followers from that video. But um I've seen videos with millions of views, and then I go to the page and it's like one of their first videos. They have like 3-4 thousand followers, which was a direct result of that one video.
Right.
And I've seen people jumpstart content creating careers from TikTok. It's crazy. Eh,
It is.
but it is definitely an app that has a lot of stigma.
Oh, it
Like you think
does.
Twitch is um like considered kind of like nerdy or whatever, but TikTok is just it gets a bad rap. But if you really want it and you're willing to do what it takes to get there, then having a TikTok, posting clips, that's what a lot of people do. One of my favorite creators, Ludwig, he'll take like basically once a stream, he'll take one of the funniest moments and just put it on TikTok. One of this Twitch streamer that I watch, his name is Zeph. His TikToks have come on my For You page like a lot, and he's gotten millions of views and millions of likes, and he has like 150,000 followers on there, and it's definitely helped his traffic to his Twitch channel.
For
It's
sure.
crazy.
For sure. It's the algorithm on TikTok. It's some wild shit. And
Oh yeah.
YouTubers apparently as soon as a year or two ago figured out the YouTube algorithm. I know Mr. Beast knows the YouTube algorithm.
Oh,
He
100%.
knows how it hits. And
Yeah.
that's how he got popular really. Cuz he
Hmm.
reinvested all of his money in into YouTubing. And now it paid off for him and he's doing okay. But
You're doing all right.
he's okay. But I think another thing on YouTube that maybe is a thing, maybe isn't. On Twitch, the dumbassery of Twitch chat is just
Yeah.
holy shit. Like Tifu said it best a couple years ago. Twitch chat. You guys are the best. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for you guys. You're my greatest supporters. I love you all. But holy shit, you guys are some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met. And I think that holds very, very true. I
I've been
think
streaming.
that's
Yeah. I've been streaming to 0 viewers before, just like by myself. I'll boot up a stream, and somebody will pop in my chat and be like, "Dude, your top don was $5. Like,
Like, bro,
why do you even stream, dude? Like, you suck." And then I'll go to his page and he has like no followers and has never actually tried to stream. He just uses it to like watch other people. It like out of the blue, and I'm trying to be nice to the guy because I'm like, well, maybe if I'm nice to him, I'll get a follow, and like every single follower is important to me.
for sure.
It didn't work, but I eventually cussed him out. But yeah, it's crazy.
Eventually told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, pretty much. It's so toxic for no reason. Same thing with a lot of social medias, but Twitch chat definitely is like notoriously bad.
It is, and I wish it wasn't like that. I'm never like that. The
Yeah.
number one thing I say in every Twitch chat is Keck W. When
Hmm.
something drop dead hilarious
Yeah.
happens. That's
Exactly.
just my favorite, like, that's my favorite thing of all time.
Hmm.
But other than that, all Twitch streamers and all content creators in general should get nothing but love because they're putting their work and their effort to give you enjoyment.
Yeah. It's a very invasive career too.
It is.
Like, you forfeit a lot of privacy and a lot of anonymity doing that,
It is. You're right.
which is the price of, like, fame and popularity,
And
but at
making
the same
20 grand
time
a YouTube video.
yeah, exactly.
So,
But, the last thing I'm gonna say about YouTube is I definitely think Twitch has them beat, at least for now, in the streaming interface. I just don't enjoy watching YouTube live streams. I
no, I
don't know
agree.
why. There's something about it. So hopefully that'll change because if they change that and fix that, it's gonna be a game changer for a lot of smaller content creators and streamers.
No, I completely agree. And I said to you, once I work up the courage to stream a little bit more and um one day reach my payout point, I'm breaking off from Twitch. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
stream on YouTube because even though we prefer watching on Twitch, a lot of people prefer to watch on YouTube. I mean, a lot of people just won't go to Twitch,
Yeah.
whether it be their TOS is arbitrary or anything like that.
It's so bad.
It's Twitch is in a tough spot, and
Yeah.
their interface and their UI is probably a lot better because they're specifically live streaming and they can
Mhm.
focus on that.
Yeah.
But Twitch, I mean, step up your game. Amazon, throw a couple bucks at them. Give them some
Yeah.
funding. But
Seriously.
both are great platforms. My life would not be where it is today if it wasn't for YouTube and Twitch.
Oh,
Specifically
definitely not.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I've found my favorite content creators in the whole world because of them. But yeah, that's all I have on content creation. That was a good
It was a good
insight.
conversation. Yeah.
Moral of the story: be a YouTuber, not a Twitch streamer, and go follow anyone you watch.
Yeah. Helps out. And funnel if you wanna be a streamer, build other socials and funnel them to Twitch, where discoverability
Cross
is better,
promote,
like
right?
TikTok, like YouTube,
Cross
because it's
promotion
really
is
hard to
key,
get big on Twitch
right?
without a audience already.
Right. So
But yeah, a lot of new stuff in gaming.
on the
Do you
game
wanna talk
side,
about it? I think the
yeah,
first thing we're gonna talk about is Cyberpunk.
this is big. Yeah. So Cyberpunk, we are recording at about 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. This episode comes out on what, Thursday morning, but Cyberpunk is out today. Some people, the embargo was lifted at 6 a.m. on this morning, but the game officially comes out, I believe, at 7 p.m. tonight, which I'll be at work, but I'm not buying the game.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
probably just gonna wait for the YouTube videos. Like, so I want to make
Mhm.
like a 6-part series in like hour and a half increments.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, there's a lot of risk on this game. CDPR that made The Witcher argue one of the best first-person games of its time, but I'm very nervous because
Yeah.
I looked at the specs, and I think we might have touched on this on Monday.
Mhm.
But good luck if you don't have a 3080 or 3090.
Yeah. No, it's gonna take a lot to run this game.
My graphics card can't do it, or
Yeah,
won't be
no,
able to do
mine
it with to make the game look great. And I've seen the game at low settings, and it's not good.
no, it's not. I
So,
mean, I just pulled up XQC's playing it right now,
mhm.
and it doesn't I watched a little bit of it earlier too. It's not mind-blowingly, like, gorgeous. Alright, it looks pretty good. But it's not like, I don't know, like, what I expected, you ever seen the Minecraft texture packs? Like, at
Like
ultra settings?
RTX.
Yeah, with, like,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
water and, like, it
Yeah,
looks, like, real.
I've played Minecraft RTX before.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting a difference between, like, regular Minecraft and that, and I thought this was gonna be, like, comparing, another game, like, what am I trying to say? Like, comparing Call of Duty on the PS4 to Cyberpunk would be like comparing Minecraft to RTX Minecraft with all, like, the mod packs and stuff. I thought it
Fair
was gonna, like,
enough.
blow everything out of the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a ton of experience in ray tracing in the RTX tech. Um, I know that Nvidia definitely has AMD beat for ray tracing. They're the first ones to do it. Um, our graphics cards still can't really do it without like
Yeah.
maxing out power.
Mhm.
Um, but it definitely makes games look better. I love playing Minecraft in RTX when I can.
So cool.
But I just don't very often. But I mean, a lot of ray tracing I think is still at a point where you can't use it yet.
Yeah, it's
It's not
not
efficient enough.
sustainable.
Right. It's not
No.
efficient yet. So maybe in the 40 series or even with a 30 series card, maybe if I had a 3060 Ti, it would be if I was to play RTX Minecraft, it'd be better
Yeah.
because the 3060 Ti has the power of a 2080. So maybe it'd be similar. And right now we both have 2060 Supers, so maybe it'd be different there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because the specs are really high, and if the gameplay doesn't match the specs, then I'm not gonna make
Yeah.
my laptop. I'm not gonna make my PC a space heater for nothing. I'm not gonna spend the money straight up.
Yeah,
I'll wait until it goes on sale in the Steam summer sale next summer if it flops.
exactly.
So,
The one thing is, like, Keanu Reeves, man. I wanna watch the story and the playthrough just for that,
oh, I
cause
100% want to see the game, but if
yeah,
it
it's gonna be
doesn't look like
so
it's worth
cool.
playing, I'm not gonna play it.
Oh, yeah, no, I probably won't ever, to be honest,
I
just
mean,
'cause
they're coming out with like a GTA type thing, like a GTA Online.
okay, then I
This
might.
definitely seems like it's gonna be a GTA type game,
Yeah.
except first person instead of third person.
Mhm.
Because they're gonna have like an open world thing coming, I think in a year. But
Okay.
it looks good. The game deserves the hype it's getting, but I'm nervous to see if it lives up to it. I hope it
Yeah,
does. I really hope it does because this game looks awesome,
yeah.
especially for a first person shooter.
I'm gonna take what I had said about the graphics back, like, they're pretty good, but
Yeah.
it's a little more cartoony than I thought it would be. It's not like, it's not like Call of Duty. It's, like,
Okay.
more the colors and the scheme is more cartoony,
Yeah.
like Borderlands, but not to the extent of Borderlands.
Okay. There's a show on Netflix called Altered Carbon that I
Mhm,
definitely recommend. It kind
mhm.
of it that gives me Altered Carbon vibes,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that kind of society. Have you ever seen it?
I have not, but my dad was, like, super into it, so we, like,
Yeah,
talked about it a little bit.
it gives me Altered Carbon vibes. That was the first thing I thought. Um,
Perfect.
so a little Destiny 2 dev update came out the other day. They're getting better and better. Bungie's kind of brought the heat in year four.
Yeah,
So they
killing
kind
it.
of the assistant game director kind of said, you know, we fucked up. There was a lack of loot after we sunset every year one, two, and three gun. Um,
Surprise.
yeah, surprise, surprise. We had four new guns. Ooh, big fucking deal. And he said there's more to come, which is good because, well, I can't have fun if we don't have fucking guns.
Yep, that's, like, the biggest part is trying to get, like, grind for the next best gun, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, we need that. So another, I think this is the biggest part of this, but crossplay, 2021. It only took them
that's
4 years.
game changer. That's a game changer, dude.
It's
That's
huge
crazy.
because I know a lot of friends that play on like Xbox that I want to play with.
Mhm.
but we've never been able to. I'm interested to see what happens in Crucible though,
Yeah, that'll be weird.
which I think is why they added 120 frames support for Crucible,
Mhm.
so that this shit doesn't happen. So that,
Yeah.
frames don't win games necessarily in that context. But
Yeah. That would put, console players at a huge disadvantage to only be able to have half the frames. Like, that's big. People don't understand how big that is. That's why,
in an FPS
um
at least.
yeah, exactly. But thank you, Fortnite. Thank you so much. I'm serious. Without Fortnite, none of this would have ever like,
That's facts.
this would have been years out, shit like this from happening. So, that's awesome, and I genuinely do think we have Fortnite to thank for the amount of games that are, like, platform compatible right now.
I
So,
completely agree.
it's gonna be badass.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. I'll see you on the Series S.
You really gonna switch to the sticks?
Fuck that.
No?
Way too much effort put into this thing to be a sticks guy. But I
That's
mean, when
fair.
I get to school, 100% I'm gonna play it at least a little
Yeah.
bit, and spend the money for nothing. So yeah, I mean, this
Amen.
goes back to what I'm saying. The game feels great. Besides PvP, PvP I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about. You need to bring trials back. Not gonna be back for another week. Not coming back this week. Be here next Friday.
They keep pushing it, man. It sucks.
It it sucks because the matchmaking in competitive has no fucking baseline. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if I'm 2700. My buddy was going up against ZK Mushroom, who
Yeah.
plays with Frost and Glad. He was going up
Mhm.
against him. He's at like
Damn.
2K.
Wow.
Like,
That's crazy.
I mean, what are we even doing here? If I'm 2700 and I'm getting placed against Legend, why am I playing competitive?
I thought that was the whole thing about having ranks in competitive was so shit like that didn't happen.
No, it is. Come on, Bungie.
Yeah. That's
Make that
stupid.
happen less often. I know no one plays PvP as it is, but like, shit.
Facts.
we we need something. Throw us a bone.
Yeah. Exactly.
But from a PvE standpoint, the game feels great.
Yeah.
It plays
Looks
smoothly.
great
There is
too.
tons of content. Bro, imagine they turned ray tracing on.
Ooh.
Imagine they turned RTX on.
That would be something.
Too bad Destiny's too big of a game for that. For all those environments to get ray tracing. It
Yeah,
would
that
be. It
would
would
be
take so much power.
dude, I think my PlayStation would just or my PC would just explode.
My
Catch on
PC
fire.
would
I
just
already burnt
crash.
out one graphics card, man.
Is it
The
still up
guy right
there?
here. Yeah.
Damn. Oh,
It's pretty
that's
cold.
like the bare bones MSI one.
Yeah.
I had like the
It
thick one with all the fans and stuff on it.
still smells like burnt.
Nice.
My PC wouldn't
Wonderful.
turn on when that was plugged in. I could unplug the graphics card, have no graphics card, and it would like turn on. But when I plugged that into the power source, it like wouldn't the power button wouldn't work. And I was like, well, I wonder what the problem is. Is it the graphics card? Probably.
Gee, I don't know, guys. Let's get a new stick of RAM. See if that helps.
Maybe.
But yeah, let's kick it to our sleeper game of the week. You want to hit it first?
Sure. Oh shit. I forgot what I said. I'm gonna get roasted for this. Call of Duty Ghosts.
What
Call of
the?
Duty Ghosts is a good video game.
What kind of
One of
third
the
world?
greatest campaigns of all time.
Fuck out of here with that, dude. All right, but tell me why.
Um, well, to be honest, it was because it was the first Call of Duty I ever owned. Up until then, my parents like didn't want me playing shooters for the most part. And then my friend he got Advanced Warfare and was like, "Here, you can have this if you want." And I was like, "Yo, like mom, you like gave it to me. Like, you'd be rude not to play it." She's like, "All right, whatever." So I played through the campaign and then played some multiplayer. And the multiplayer kind of sucked, but it was like the first Call of Duty game that I really, really grinded because I didn't have a 360 or a PS3. So I'd like have to go to a friend's house to play Black Ops and stuff. Um, and I don't know, the nostalgia around the game for me is pretty high, but I definitely do think that it gets a lot of hate. Um, just because it followed there's you can't follow Black Ops 2. You know what I mean? Like it never was gonna live up to that.
I get it.
But yeah, the campaign was good. The guns were kind of terrible though in in multiplayer, and multiplayer wasn't great. But I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. I think that it was a fun game. I had fun playing it.
So I played Black Ops. The first one is my first Call of Duty game.
Hmm.
So Call of Duty Ghosts, how do I say this nicely? Can fuck off. That game was so horrendously bad, especially following Black Ops 2,
Yeah,
that it was like, holy shit, it was virtually unplayable. And
I'm
for
not a
some
big
reason, I
Black
still
Ops
have it on
fan
the
though.
Xbox One. I
Boot it
never
up
like
sometime.
got rid of it.
Play through the campaign. It's a fun campaign. You get to be a
Oh,
dog.
maybe I will. I get to be a dog.
Yeah, his dog. Riley, I think his name was. Yeah, and you like turn into him, and he has like ultra instincts. He can like see bad guy. I don't know. It was fun. I had
That's
fun.
some shit. That's some shit
It's
right
also
there.
it's also been a few years since I played this, so I remember it. I remember it fondly.
Are you sure? Are you sure the Ultra Instinct wasn't just night vision goggles?
It was a dog.
Okay. All
I don't
right.
think they might have given the dog night vision goggles.
All
I
right.
don't know.
So my sleeper game of the week would be Diablo 3. I believe released on Xbox 360. I want to say PlayStation 3 and PC. The game itself had a great PvE experience. Um, it was apparently missing Diablo 2 like PvP stuff. And that's why people didn't like it as much as Diablo 2.
Hmm.
But it was from the time I played it, very fun, chill game to play.
Yeah.
It felt hard but not impossible. The builds you can make with it were super fun. So like you could have like really low cooldowns or like high sustain stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it never struck me as a game that got a lot of love.
Yeah.
And I wonder if
I
that's just because it wasn't as good as Diablo 2, like Ghost wasn't as good as Black Ops 2. But
Yeah. It
I don't
could
know.
be. I don't know. I don't think that any of like the games in the Diablo franchise were like objectively bad games, but I definitely don't remember Diablo 3 being as like revered and praised as the other ones.
I agree, 100%. So let us get to some NFL stuff real quick.
Holy shit, we still have so much to talk about.
I know we got a banger
The
today.
packed episode.
So first of all, we need to talk about the Patriots once again.
Yeah.
Thursday night football, Pats Rams at Los Angeles. This is the statement game for the Patriots.
Yeah.
If we don't win this game, we miss the playoffs. 100%. This is the game we have to win.
Yeah.
And I know, according to the Sims, this is the game we have the highest chance of making the playoffs if we lose. But this is a statement game. This game
Yeah.
defines our season. We need to be over 500 for the first time all season since week 1, and we need to show we can hang with the big dogs. Because Rams, we talked about this on Tuesday, very sneaky good team.
Yeah.
Do not get any
They,
love.
they don't get enough love.
I will board the train, the hype train, the bandwagon, if we win this
They
game.
win.
I will have
All
hope.
right.
I will have hope.
I'll welcome you with open arms. I mean, okay, so the Patriots are staying because they played in LA last
They are still in LA.
week, so they're staying there, which is dope because they don't have to come back and then reset and like fuck up their all their internal clocks and like jet lag and stuff. So I feel like that's an underrated aspect and definitely takes away from the fact that they are away.
Absolutely.
Um,
Especially with no
so
fans.
yeah, holy shit, that's tomorrow. That really snuck up on me because having Tuesday night football
And
is
Wednesday night
like,
football last week was
yeah,
great. Or Wednesday
like
afternoon
throws
football.
it off. That was a weird treat.
It was a weird treat. I kind of dig it, but
Yeah.
it can't come around once or twice a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have it next week too, but I'm not sure.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. But yeah, so this is huge. This is huge for the Patriots. We can win out. All the games are winnable. We got Rams, Rams,
Rams, Dolphins, Bills,
Dolphins,
Jets.
Bills, Jets. So technically, this if this is like the least important game, but if we win this game, we're on. I think we're on a 3-game winning streak, right?
I want to say yes.
So we're on a 3-game winning streak coming into the home stretch, and we can beat. We already beat the Dolphins. We already beat the Jets. The Bills.
We
The
should have beat the
Bills is going to
Bills.
be a big one. That's going to be a big game. But dude, if our defense and special teams ball out like they have been, then I think we got this. And if we win out, we basically are guaranteed to make the playoffs. And so the Bills and the Dolphins are above us right now. They have harder schedules than we do the rest
They
of the
do.
season.
That
I
is
think
true.
we have a decent chance of winning out. The Bills and the Dolphins don't. They have some tough games left.
I think you're right
So,
there. It's
yeah.
so weird that the Patriots always get divisional games 3 out of the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't really like that.
No. We can still win the division technically.
Dude, we're not winning the division.
If
The don't
everything
the
goes
don't the
right, we
Bills have
can.
to lose out, the Dolphins lose 3 to 4 and us win out for us to win the division?
Yeah, but it can happen. It probably won't, but it can. That's what I'm saying. The NFL is so competitive right now. Well, kind of. The Chiefs. I'm spitting out some flaming hot takes right now.
There we
The
fucking go.
the Chiefs are like in a league of their own. Maybe they're kind of coasting right now. I don't know. They haven't been playing some great football recently. And then there's still just a clusterfuck of teams that are within like within winnable games. There's only a few teams that have clinched.
That is true.
So yeah. And shout out to Gunnar Oluledi, our special teams player of the week.
Bro, the AFC,
AFC.
we just own the AFC player, special teams player of the week.
Yeah, it's fair.
Nick Folk, the two-timer, and Gunner.
The boys.
Da
That's huge.
boys,
That was insane what he did.
right?
Like, wow. I still can't really believe that.
No, me neither.
Um, so hopefully you can keep that up. Having a great return man is huge.
Right.
Like huge.
Like huge.
Huge.
All
But
right.
yeah, so
So,
shifting
I mean, other than that, the games aren't really fantastic this week. Vikings,
yeah,
Bucks on Sunday. That'll be okay. I got the Bucks. Mm,
yeah, 100%.
I actually don't know.
Really?
The Vikings offense is
Kind of
so good.
buzzing. Kind of buzzing.
Justin Jefferson is my man.
Yeah.
He is my boy. He was Mr. Irrelevant in my draft. I picked him in the last round, and he's a starter now.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And if the defense holds up halfway okay, I think the Vikings could stay in this one. Like you said, the league's competitive. This is one of those games I could see going back and forth.
Yeah, and you never would have thought that at the beginning of the year when they started 1-5,
No,
but now
absolutely not.
that's
Now
crazy.
they're still in it. And then Ravens Browns Monday Night Football. This will be a really good game because the Ravens are kind of frauds. The Browns are on the up and up. This
Yeah,
is
and huge
really
for
huge.
divisional rankings.
Huge for playoffs. If the Browns lose this one, it puts us in a really good spot because we have a tiebreaker over the Browns. I mean, over the Ravens.
Yeah, true.
So if the Ravens lose and then win out, and we win out, we're gonna make it to the playoffs over the Ravens, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
That would be
Um,
great.
but yeah, the Browns prove they're legit. They win this one. It proves two things: Browns are legit, Ravens are frauds.
Yeah,
And then
I like both of those.
quick thing: Denver cornerback AJ Boye suspended for PEDs. This doctor who sees all these guys is so fired.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think they have
Like,
the same doctor, but they're fired.
dude, that's like literally your job to be like, actually, you probably shouldn't be taking this medicine. That is if the players are telling the truth and like it actually was prescribed to them by a doctor.
Facts.
But
Who's to say that?
yeah. And just a quick note, there is no longer any undefeated teams in the NFL after the Steelers lost to the Washington football team. And nobody saw that coming.
I
Except
texted
PFT.
you. Oh, except PFT. Okay.
Yeah.
a Washington football team fan.
I'd say he looked at it pretty objectively. I don't think there was any bias in his claim.
I
That was
texted you
crazy.
on Wednesday. I go, dude, the football team, and you just go, wow, did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I was like, the world did not see that coming.
Th That's why I gotta stop saying things so confidently. I tweeted about that. I was like, I gotta stop saying stuff so confidently because then I look like a dumb but to
When the
be fair,
Washington
nobody
football
saw this
team,
coming.
no, zero people, no one was lone wolf in this. No one, everyone was like, yeah, the football team is probably toast.
Does this mean that the football team and the Giants are, like, good?
No, I mean, I guess the next couple weeks will tell, but they're not
I
good. They're
don't
not
think they're
good teams.
bad. I don't think they're
I think
terrible.
I think they're mediocre. I think we can give them a C minus and get out of here.
I give 'em a C plus.
That's generous. I
Yeah.
mean, the Giants, dude, are okay.
They're
They'd be
balling right
much better
now.
off with Saquon, but they're okay.
Yeah,
They're
true. So would my fucking
Joe Judge
fantasy
finally
team.
found out how to win a football game, and now he might not lose another one. That's my thing.
That's a
Joe
tweet.
Judge,
Tweet that after the
it's
tweet that after this
it
fucking
took Joe
episode.
Judge so fucking long to learn how to win a football game, and then he figured it out. So there might not be another loss with the
He,
Giants.
he's like, I kind of like this shit.
And now, no
Yeah,
else for the
winning's
rest of his
great.
career. Yeah, dude, winning's fucking good. That's why New England doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's nice to be back to 500.
it is. It is good. You know, I think I said this on Tuesday too. It's nice that it's not just the Tom Brady Invitational, the AFC
Yeah.
Championship. It's nice to be competitive.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's also nice to have people talk so much shit, and then like we're in a position to shut everybody up still, which is great.
Yeah,
Cause
no other team takes the underdog like New England. And shut the fuck up about Philly in 2017. Once you guys got Big Dick Nick, it was over.
yeah,
But we take the underdog pretty well.
and the Bill Belichick coached ragtag group of Patriots have lost one more game than the absolutely loaded Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady.
Yep.
And that is all I have to say about the NFL currently. Do you have anything else you want to add before we jump to college
No,
sports?
I got nothing to say about Tom Brady.
Yeah, let's go then.
So let's some little new for the podcast. Do a little segment here. Every Thursday we're gonna run it to the weekly UMass athletics update. Whatever sports are in progress, men's and women's, we're gonna keep track of it for you and give you the scores so that all our UMass Amherst students can keep up. So men's basketball, their season begins Friday versus Northeastern and Sunday at Northeastern. Those games, I believe, will be on Essen, maybe,
I
possibly.
think most UMass sports are on Nessun
They
Plus.
are.
So I'm going to say that you're probably right.
Women's basketball is has a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, and they play Thursday night at UNH and Sunday versus St. John's. And men's hockey is currently ranked number 10 in the country and has a record of 2 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. Their
Wow.
next game is December 19th versus number 19 Providence College, the Friars.
They're going to get fried.
They
Dude,
did.
that's crazy. We're 2-3-1 and are ranked 10th.
Well, it's
Wow.
because 2 of our losses came to number 2 Boston College.
That's true.
So,
And
the,
those weren't even bad losses,
in
right?
our
I think we
other
lost by like
loss,
one goal.
we lost by like 3 each time.
Oh, well,
And then our other loss came to
oof.
Merrimack last Sunday, this past Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I think
mean,
definitely far and away our best men's sport.
is hockey.
Like, no competition.
No, not even close. We are quite literally the last ranked FBS team. So,
We still covered a lot of spreads.
hashtag flagship.
We outperformed expectations.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
So the other college thing I want to talk about, and we don't do a lot of college stuff here, but just touching on this, the virus issues seem to be increasingly bad. I don't know if it's just me or I've been living under a box this season, but damn, dude, it's bad. A lot of
Des
games getting
Bryant
canceled.
Des Bryant tested positive on the sideline. Like, I don't understand how that game still happened. He was like there, and apparently they have like these like bracelet things that track who they're in close
Right, like in
contact
the
with.
bubble.
Yeah, and they deemed that he wasn't around people long enough, which I really hope is true. But at the same time, I don't understand how nobody else got it. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Just
But
seems
like
unlikely.
so many college teams, like in both basketball and football right now, like either can't start their seasons or have to postpone games. And now it's to the point where it's with college football playoff implications, the Ohio State number 4 Ohio State cannot play their game versus Michigan this Sunday or this Saturday, which makes them ineligible for the Big Ten title game.
Yeah,
So the
that's
athletic directors are having a
ridiculous.
meeting today to discuss it. But holy shit, like this get like I
Yeah.
just it starts to make you wonder if it was safe to start the season at all.
Mhm.
And obviously, there are going to be positive tests. It was something that, unless you bubble up like the NBA did, you can't avoid.
Yeah.
But it's very, very difficult to sustain this kind of thing, and it's unsafe. And
Yeah.
luckily, all the young men, um, and all the men getting it in professional sports and college sports, they're very healthy, active people. But
All
what
it
if so
takes is one
what if
death.
someone gets seriously ill or
Yeah.
killed? What if someone dies
Yeah.
to this? Then we see it for the next 6 weeks on ESPN. When are we gonna shut it down?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking up an article that was posted an hour ago. NFL union still sees no current need for bubble to slow COVID-19. The NBA would not have happened. There
No,
would not have
they
been any
couldn't
NBA
do it.
playoffs.
And there's going to be games that are postponed and canceled in the NBA season this year.
Yeah,
And same in the
100%.
NHL and the MLB. The MLB did it really well, and I don't know how they did.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising, not gonna lie.
But I also think it's because the MLB plays series style.
Yeah, true. So they're
So
not
you're
just
you're
going
there for
back and
4 or 5 days, right?
yeah. So if there is an outbreak, it can be more easily contained.
Right, right. But I
So,
don't
I
know.
mean,
I know you're a big March Madness guy, and if it
yeah,
doesn't happen,
dude.
you might riot.
I don't understand how it could not happen this year. Like, I feel like everyone involved kind of needs it to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that
they
it's
lost
such a
like a
moneymaker.
lot of money, like hundreds of millions of dollars last year.
Yeah, so I feel like going along the train of professional sports having to figure something out. Holy shit. You just fucking took that water to the face. Good shit. Um, that they kind of have to figure something out. Like they can't afford not to,
For
which is
sure.
like the same thing we're talking about with colleges.
For
Like
sure.
they can't really afford to not have people back on campus.
But I think what you could do is you could do 4 regional sites.
Yeah, which is what they should have been doing all along.
That
Like,
seems really easy to me. You find
mhm,
four like field houses. One's probably in Orlando, the bubble,
yeah,
and then you do three others, one for each of the regions.
just
It ain't rocket science.
hire us. Hire us.
This is what I'm studying in school. I just finished my first fucking semester and I already have a better plan than professionals who have been doing it for 30 years.
Business majors, man. We're gonna rule the world someday.
Built
We already
different.
kind of do.
We already do
Major
rule them.
corporations. Um, but yeah, so I think that is gonna have to happen
It has to.
because there's too much money on the line,
For
which
sure.
is sad because obviously safety should be more important, but it's not at this point. So not to me. To me it is, but to most people, like the people that are going to be making these decisions,
For sure.
like Adele. Goodell doesn't give a fuck.
Get out gives no fucks about anything.
Yeah. But shifting it to Major League Baseball, kind of a weird update. They are reworking the MILB, minor professional minor league baseball, And so 120 minor league teams have been invited to join restructured and recircuited farm league. So that's like all of the teams, double A, triple A,
I
the
I
rookies, yeah. And so 120 minor league teams are invited. And for all of my Massachusetts listeners, the Lowell Spinners will not be a Boston Red Sox affiliate in 2021, but
terrible.
Worcester, the Portland Sea Dogs, Salem, and Greenville are going to be. And the Spinners could come back as soon as next season, not this upcoming season, the season after that. And that better happen because that is like my childhood. You know, when your parents didn't want to spend all the money on a Red Sox game, you go see a Little Spinners game, and to a fucking 5-year-old kid, it's the same exact thing.
It
Like that
is.
means a lot to a lot of people. And also I
Oh, it
feel bad for
does.
the people involved. Like
All the
it kind of
staffers,
screws
all the
them over.
interns that would work with the spinners, for
Yeah.
me, the spinners were where I was gonna try to work next summer. Guess fucking not.
Yeah.
So it it's gutting to see. Cause I would
Yeah.
sleep when I was a Cub Scout. I'd sleep over on that field. We would pitch tents in the outfield. Like that was the balls.
Yeah.
But
So we're gonna
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Hopefully things change. This broke like less than an hour before we started recording. We were like I was just looking up shit that was going on. I think I was on Twitter and they had like recently tweeted about it. So I tried to do more research. Not even all of the teams have been announced for every city.
Right.
So it's still kind of confusing. Nothing seems to be solidly set in stone, but I'm pretty sure that the Little Spinners will be inactive this year, which is
Gutted.
hard to hear.
It is
So
definitely
yeah.
hard to hear. But
And that was baseball news.
yeah, not a whole lot going on.
Yep.
So wrapping up a little bit, we have a lot of content that we're trying to push out right now. Um, I have a
Hell
pretty
yeah.
busy weekend, but hopefully Thursday and Friday I'm able to get at least one or two videos recorded. Um, Ben and I are gonna try to record those Black Ops 2 multiplayer and zombies videos. There's so
That would
much we
be
can do with that.
badass. Yeah,
There's so
seriously.
much. I'm gonna try to get. I was looking at it a little bit yesterday. I'll try to get it squared away before next week. We can
Sure.
get that going. So
Yeah, let's do it.
make sure you guys comment what you want to see. We are here to make content for you guys. Any topics you want us to talk about, anything like that, like let us know. We're here. We're definitely here for it.
Yeah,
Um,
you want some expert opinions or expert takes, we got those.
we
Well,
pat
Michael has them.
official official food science students.
Yeah, that was like my second most like tweet. That was
Hey,
big for me.
that was a banger.
Banger.
And by the way, thanks for 10 subs.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's the first step. Like
that's pretty
honestly,
good. We made it to double digits.
let's go. Only
To the moon.
begun. Seriously.
All right,
That actually does put a smile on my face. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
make sure you guys follow the Twitter at Cage Lions Pod. We've actually been firing off tweets.
Yeah.
We've just been ripping tweets off.
Yeah. It used to be like sit down on the toilet taking a shit. I'll pull up a YouTube video. Now it's Twitter, man. I'm firing shit off left and right.
Yeah, dude.
And we
So,
try to label our tweets so you know who's tweeting. But I mean, usually you can tell from the topic matter. Mine's like shit talking and yours is more like, Hundred Thieves, let's go. And I'm like, the fucking Yankees suck.
all right.
That's basically our Twitter.
Yeah, that is our Twitter. But we might be able to have a TikTok up for you guys soon. We'll probably be posting funny moments and highlights from the podcast. Just stuff like that. Try to get it out there.
Yo.
We'll let you know. And our Discord's still under maintenance. We're still waiting on those images, but it is up and ready. So we will keep you guys posted on that. And Ben, any last words?
Um, I was gonna think of like a deep like advice, that I could give at the end of every episode, but I don't
Fuck
think they're
them
gonna take me
kids.
seriously anyways. I just said that Call of Duty Ghost was a good game, so nothing that comes out of my mouth makes sense
Yep,
anymore.
it's
So
out the
don't
butt.
listen to me. Yep. But for real, love you guys. Thank you for watching our shit.
Yeah, man. All right, that'll do it for us today for this episode. And make sure you guys drop a like, sub, comment, everything, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Peace.